And senior Rotax, there we go. We're going to go from one to next. We're going to go from junior Rotax to senior Rotax. Oh, it moves quick here at Kartmasters, doesn't it? They're making their way down to the grid. James, we're going to have to be a little quick here because I want to try and make it down to row 8 because we've got someone who's come from the B final and made it halfway up the grid. However, at the front of the grid, someone who won this race back in 2018, looking to become a champion once more. Lewis Gilbert won in the junior Rotax class back in 2018. Can he win in the senior Rotax class in 2021? Well, you know how to do it, Lewis. You've done it before. Can you do it again?
Well, hopefully it goes as well as it did last time. So it's going to be a close race.
It was very close in the pre-final as well, doesn't it? You know you're going to have a bit of pressure from behind, but you think you've got the knowledge and the ability to go and do this one?
Yeah, I think the pace does look strong all weekend because we've been quite fast generally, so hopefully we can get a gap and just go for it.
Well, best of luck, Lewis Gilbert, looking to add another GP plate. We're going to go to George Holbrook next. George, well, you've got the PF plate on your car because you won the PF Challenge Cup here last month. Can you make it the GP plate this time?
Well, I'm hoping so. That's what I'm aiming for. No expectations, but you've got to aim for it, and it's the one-off. It's the one plate everyone wants, isn't it?
And looking down.
One plate, obviously.
Oh, yeah, well, there's that as well, but you know, we'll forget about that one. GP plate is the one you want. It's a long race ahead, so you can take your time with this one.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the pace. I'm flying along, so as long as I have a good result, I'm happy.
Well, best of luck to George Holbrook. We're going to try and go as quickly as we can because I want to go and find number 62 of Jack Stedman. He was started today in the B final and he's made it to the A pre-final and he's made it halfway up the grid as well. He came all the way up from outside the top 30 and he's made it onto row number 8. So, Jack, it didn't go very well throughout the last couple of days. You found yourself in the B final, but halfway up the grid now.
Yeah, it's crazy, really. We were right at the back all through yesterday, and we've big push to get back up to here.
You've just seen one of your teammates get on the podium. Hoping you can add to that.
Yeah, it was really impressive from Jamie there. Great race from Ryan, so hopefully we can do the same.
Best of luck. I'm sure Jared Cox is going to be watching on and keeping his fingers crossed. We're going to go back to DJ and Henry. Senior Rotax is coming up next.
Well, thank you once again, Chris. Senior Rotax made its debut in 2000. Mike Simpson won every edition up into 2004 when Stephen Lane won. Who was going to join that list there? Lewis Gilbert and George Holbrook on row number 1. Guy Cunnington and Matthew Higgins on row number 2. Row 3, James Johnson and Tom Adams, and Will Ellsworth and Ben Casely on row number 4. Daryl Delayon and Jake Gresty on row 5. Kieran Kay and Lewis Gardner are on row number 6. Row 7, Alex Eads and Matty Hingley. Row 7 is Jack Stedman and Harry Holland. Row 9, James Lingard and Nathan Chafer. Row 10, former Cadet Honda GP plate winner Luke Wooder and Alex Hughes. Then it's Spencer Shinner and Miles Barthorpe, Tristan Rennie and Oscar Hoole. That's your top 24, followed by Harrison Collins. He was a GP plate winner in juniors a year ago. Then Jack Lilly, Ben Hearsay, Josh Wilby, James Lowther, Chris Miller, Kaylee Cole, Lewis Smith, Archie Kitchen, Ed Matthews, Ryan Garvey and Josh Powlane. I think everybody has gone out. Tristan Rennie maybe not, although I didn't see why he wouldn't have missed it. But yep, Morgan Porter won this race last year, Ben Barnacote in 2019, Joe Turney in 2018. There was no senior Rotax class in 2016 or 17. It was Barnacote in 2015, Jack Bartholomew in 2014, Ash Hand doubled up in 2012 and 2013, Ed Brand, Jack Holsworth, Luke Varley, Chris Locke, the aforementioned Mike Simpson, John Boyd, David Bellchambers and Stephen Lane, your former Kartmasters champion in this class. Who's going to win this year? Lights are out, we are off and racing. 36 karts go under the bridge and 36 karts come out.
Yep, good start then from senior Rotax as they go up the hill now, over the literal bridge, down the hill they go, and again, great running all the way through this field. They're third place there with the 52 of Cunnington. Very defensive from Higgins as they go in, spin in the background there. The 30's gone round. It's Jack Lilly, the ultimate R driver, got collected by 2 more, but all still keep going.
Up at the front, they come through the Fullerton S's for the first time. There's Nathan Chafer, the number 99 CRG flashing through your screen, very distinctive black and orange liveried machine. There is rather battered and bedraggled looking number 61 of Alex Eads, Guy Cunnington Racing driver. Guy Cunnington, the team boss, so to speak, is up into third place. George Holbrook, though, well, it wasn't George Holbrook who won, it was Harrison Collins who won last year's junior title, and he's a lot further back. Holbrook, though, he is the PF plate holder in second position. Third is Cunnington, behind, all chasing Lewis Gilbert. So you've had one British Open champion add the GP plate to the 0. Are we going to get 2?
Well, let's find out. Lewis Gilbert has had a pretty decent day. He's won all of his heats, bar his last, where he finished second. Only collected 2 points before he entered the pre-final. Started on pole, won that race, and then started on pole for the Grand Prix final. He leads the way. Lewis Gilbert, the O-plate for Potenza, looking like the favourite to win. But like we've seen across all of these categories, anything can happen as the 44 of James Lowther sees a technical flag.
Oh, James Lowther, they're out of the race. That is a real shame for James Gilbert. Holbrook, Cunnington, James Johnson in 4th place. Spoke to James earlier, and he's got lots of reasons. Not only is his youngest child there, just a couple of months old, watching, well, probably having a nap or having his nappy changed or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah, a bit like me during the lunch break.
Yeah, I change your nappy all the time.
Exactly. Coming out up the short shoot now into the Fullerton S's. Gilbert, the Diamond of Dalray in Scotland, leads and pulling away. The PF plate, the club champion here, second. And look at number 50 here, James Johnson. We'll talk about it maybe as the late race goes on, but James very motivated this weekend. Had an awful day Friday, I believe. Sort of salvaged a little bit yesterday and is moving forward today through the Bruno Ferrari S's. 12 minutes to go, out onto the banking. Oh, there's the technical flag. James Lowther, yeah, the Bishop Auckland driver for Argenti Motorsport. So, how quickly the fortune changed. Argenti's cup of joy goes from overflowing down to spilling onto the floor as Lowther out the race. Jack Stedman, though, well, talk about a top gear from the rear this morning. He wasn't even in this race. Had to qualify his way from the repechage up to the pre-final. Like Chris McCarthy said on the grid, he made it about 15, 16, 18 positions in the pre-final, and he's not done yet.
Oh, no.
Stedman, well, I mean, again, the Project 1 team, I said they ain't come to play this weekend. They come to race. And racing they are. Gerard Cox has made sure his drivers had their Weetabix this morning.
Yes, indeed, as they go through the first corner under the bridge now. You can just see Gilbert. He has got a gap, but he's not pulling away at a pace that he would like. In terms of sectors, he's struggling in the second sector. He's got the pace in the first, he's got the pace in the second, but he's struggling in the second. Here, down the inside, though, is Guy Cunnington on the PF plate of George Holbrook. Moves
Holbrook
down. Holbrook gets on the grass and goes down a few positions. Now, Holbrook has struggled this weekend slightly. He had 12th place finish in his first heat. He had a 13th place finish in his 4th heat as well. He has struggled, but he has shown pace in today's heats. But now he is under immense pressure as he's being sandwiched by the pack. He's gone all the way down past the 7. Who's the 7? That's Tom Adams for Colts Racing, who's moved up.
Again, Tom Adams, very talented driver is Tom Adams. Multiple E-plate holder in his junior Rotax days. This is his second year in seniors. Again, he finished 7th in last year's British Championship. Again, he stayed with Coles through thick and thin, so he knows that team. And look at this, we got a 3-kart breakaway up at the front. Now we've got the Potenza Racing Tony Kart of Lewis Gilbert leading from the Strawberry Racing Tony Kart of Guy Cunnington, and then the Dan Holland Racing EOS chassis of James Johnson. It's actually Alonso chassis. In third position, there's one of his Dan Holland Racing teammates, George Holbrook, trying to fight back. Matthew Higgins is up into 4th place. Now, James Johnson, I've got to say, Anthony, that James, he's commentated with me out in Brazil a couple of times. He's a very, very likeable person, but he's not going to be smiling now. His eyes are going to be focused, rooted squarely on the rear bumper of the Guy Cunnington number 52 kart. We've got 9.25 minutes to go. We've got a 3-kart breakaway, and we've got 35 karts still running, and the chase is on. It's like Smokey and the Bandit up here.
Oh, it is indeed, as they go up the banking now. 9 minutes remaining of this Senior Rotax Grand Prix final. Over the bridge they go, down the hill. The drone picks them up, as you can see there, separated. They've got about 2 karts lengths between them each for that top 3, but that top 3, like you say, breaking away, and then the train begins. A couple of side-by-side action in the background there, but everyone at the moment, one long train forming here in Senior Rotax as they go through there. The 14 on your screen, Daryl Delayon for KR Sport. Also a tough weekend for Daryl.
Yep, the Filipino driver.
Yeah, a 14th place finish at his 3rd, 9th, 8th and a 7th.
And Guy Cunnington is just, he's like licking his lips and just sharpening his carving knife because he's about to dine out on the rear bumper of Lewis Gilbert's kart. He's in the crosshairs. Johnson has got to hang on now. Johnson, this is critical for James Johnson in 3rd place. Don't lose touch. He's losing the draft, but he's got to stay focused. Here comes Guy Cunnington. This is going to help James Johnson stay with the leaders. Will Gilbert fight back? Cunnington, 2019 British Senior Rotax champion, runner-up in the World Rotax Finals. Lewis Gilbert, 2018 Junior Rotax Kartmasters champion. James Johnson has a cat and is in 3rd place. See what he does.
That's just very random. There we go, 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap as the race leaders go through. A little change around, like you say. Cunnington up into the lead now as they go across the line here. 7 minutes to go. Cunnington from Gilbert, Johnson, Holbrook now into 4th place. Higgins, Ellswood, DeLeon up 2 positions into P7. Adams, Hingley, then it's Kieran Kay up into the P10.
Now, Holbrook, Higgins, and Will Ellswood. Will Ellswood, the 2019 Junior Rotax Kartmaster champion, is closing in, and it's side by side. Oh, the 2 Tony karts coming together, and round the outside goes Holbrook. Here comes Johnson in the number 50 kart into P2.
Look at this.
And he squeezes Holbrook to the inside. Oh, now James Johnson, think, he's saying to George Holbrook, think. And he's not talking about think of getting rid of that very, very dodgy mustache we saw in the grid walk. He needs to have a word with himself about that. But Johnson now, head down, chasing Guy Cunnington.
Here we go, under the bridge they go. There, Holbrook down the inside, moves up into P2. Again, the PF plate now hunting down Cunnington. Gilbert on the outside gets the job done as well, goes down the inside, now moves up into P4.
Oh, Matthew Higgins is also now being in the number 75 Dan Holland car. He gets squeezed wide though by the KR Sport number 8 of Will Ellswood. Ellswood and his teammate Daryl Delayon moving into play. They have got Lewis Gilbert, who has slipped back to 4th or 5th position now, right in front of them. Matty Hingley's there in 8th place. Tom Adams is there in 9th. So anyone of 9 drivers can still win this one. Alex Eads in the Guy Cunnington Racing kart. He runs in 10th position. Then it's Kieran Kay, followed by the number 23 of Luis Gardner for Sam Pollitt Racing. But it's now Holbrook closing in on Guy Cunnington. Yes.
5 minutes to go then.
George Holbrook is, well, he is the man with the mustache. Well, it's something approaching a mustache.
More than what I've got.
Pardon?
There we go.
But the mighty mustache is going to the outside of Guy Cunnington coming out of the second hairpin. No, he falls back into line.
Oh.
Now he goes to the lead.
What a move that was. It looked like he wasn't going to go for it, but then out of nowhere, down the inside into the Fullerton S's, gets the job done. Holbrook now, like I said, struggled in the heats, but is showing his form now. Probably saving those tyres. Out of the final corner, onto the start-finish straight. We finish lap 10, lap 11 coming up. Holbrook leads from Cunnington.
With Gilbert about 10 kart lengths back in third place, and then another 5 or 6 kart lengths back to Johnson in fourth. But Johnson is now getting swamped by the KR Sport teammates. DeLeon and Ellswood right behind him. James Johnson's got his hands full with DeLeon, with Ellswood, and behind them is Matty Hingley, and we got another change to the lead. Oh, this is good stuff, Anthony.
He's backing everyone up into each other now, isn't it? This gives everyone the opportunity again. Cunnington goes defensive. Holbrook gets the switch over. Defensive once more. Tyres smoke. Pours off each other as the PF play of Holbrook retakes the lead. Gilbert back into second now. Cunnington under pressure from the 50 as well as they go through. Gilbert in the lead.
Oh, wow. Gilbert started this lap out of the lead draft. He took advantage of the side-by-side moment to sweep up the inside of Holbrook going into Fullerton S's. In one corner later, he just went, right, I'm going to send it again. Lick the stamp and send it, son.
Warning flag out to Cunnington. That could be for the defensive driving into the Fullerton S's as they go up the hill now. 3 minutes left on the timer. Over the bridge they go. Down the hill. Gilbert leads.
We have a group of 10 battling it out for Kartmasters glory. Now, we have 3 minutes to go. They have turned the wick up. Gilbert defends. Cunnington will try the crossover move coming out the Fullerton S's. Watch Cunnington now in second place, sweep to the inside. Coming down this straight, no he can't because Gilbert defends. Oh, it's on for young and old at the front here. It's game on for the final 2.5 minutes of this race. 10 karts battling for Kartmasters glory.
Let's find out who's going to come out on top as the rest of the field slice through. The camera shot there, out of the final corner. 2.5 minutes to go. It's still Gilbert from Cunnington, Holbrook. Johnson is still there in fourth, but he's having to break away from that pack. He does so indeed. The PF plate there of Holbrook all over the back of Cunnington as they go up the banking, over the bridge, down the hill they go once more. And again, defensive goes Gilbert. Cunnington follows. The PF play of Holbrook goes the long way round. He's got the momentum. He can't get the momentum. Little bit of jostling. Oh, the number 8 there of Ellswood mounts the back of Johnson. He gets back onto the track there, but Johnson's wide.
Been squeezed. Johnson's goose is cooked, sadly. And this is what we feared might happen. There they go. Hingley's off. The Project 1, the guy comes in race number 61 of Eads is off. Johnson went off as well. 10 into 1 doesn't go. The top 3, well, I've got to say, Anthony, the top 3 that have done most of the leading in this race are still there, and they're now clear. Sadly, it is race over for James Johnson. Oh, that's such a shame. He came and he spoke to this morning. He said, look, my dad's, he's not enjoying his karting. You know, and his dad's always, Ian is always James the mechanic. And he goes, I come to karting to make my dad proud, and my dad's not enjoying himself, you know, which is really hard for me, so I just want to make him proud. Well, I mean, he made him proud there, and for 3/4 of the race, have to say, but up at the front, it is Gilbert, Cunnington and Holbrook. It's beginning to get a little bit tasty, and into play comes number 14, Daryl Delayon. Well, we've already had a winner with roots from Algeria today. Are we going to have a winner with roots in the Philippines today? They're 4 wide behind them going into the Fullerton S's, and there are several karts off at the first hairpin.
Down the inside goes Cunnington. He's got the inside line. More karts off the 30 and the 95. That looks a hairpin 1. They're off the track here, side by side as well, because Holbrook has been passed by Daryl Delayon. Delayon up into P2 now as they cross the line. Holbrook tries to fight back. It almost went P-Tong into turn 1 now. Here the battle. 20 seconds left on the timer. Last lap board is out this time. It could go to any one of these 10 drivers.
There's going to be a yellow flag at the end of this straight. So we've got one driver that is on the tyre barriers, being seen to by a marshal here. So no overtaking, single file drivers. Sorry for getting angry into that first hairpin. The yellow flag is clear there. Now they can break loose. But on the last lap, That is one opportunity gone. Here comes Daryl Delayon.
Oh, again there, really defensive. It's 3 wide through the Fullerton S's. Higgins is out of nowhere. He's on the inside, side to side, podding there between the two of them. Higgins and DeLeon there. Heavy contact, but they all get round now. Oh, my goodness me. Again, more. Oh, DeLeon goes up. DeLeon's out in the wall as well. Higgins is out. Holbrook's out as well.
Who is going to take the lead into the final lap? It is Guy Cunnington and Lewis Gilbert. Somehow, Cunnington and Gilbert have survived an absolute melee. But Cunnington's got a huge lead. Into third place is Will Ellsworth. And up into fourth is a Coles kart that looks like Tom Adams. And Jack Stedman runs fifth from the repechage.
What an unbelievable drive from Stedman. Like you say, in the repechage, worked his way through, got into the pre-final, and now he's all the way up into fifth place now here in the Grand Prix final. Final laps out, and it's a clear advantage right now for the, is it Cunnington who's leading the way?
Guy Cunnington, the 2019 British Senior Rotax champion, is about to win Kartmasters glory. Into the final corner, Anthony. I think he's done enough.
He could have done enough indeed, but that's a lot of tyre marks all around that kart. We'll have to find out, but out of the final corner for now, it's Guy Cunnington. The 52 plate takes the checkered flag from Gilbert and Ellsworth.
And wow, well, Lewis Gilbert was not going to add a second Kartmasters title to his resume this weekend. Will Ellsworth sadly isn't. We look down the finishing order. Well, Adams in fourth. Stedman, what a drive! What a Jack Stedman. Well, he must have passed over 50 drivers so far to get where he's gone.
If there's a Driver of the Day award, I have to say it's got to go to that man, Jack Stedman.
I have to say, Edward Ben Casely in sixth. Seventh for Edward Matthews. James Lingard in eighth. Harrison Collins in ninth. Spencer Shinner comes home in the top 10. Kieran Kay 11th. Nathan Chafer, well, he's allowed to go to the buffet and put his 177 weight back on after that one because he's finished 12th. 13th is Oscar Hall, and it's Gresty, Gardner, Kitchen, Holland, Wooder, Garvey, and Eads, the top 20. They come in. Look at that. Congratulations, different teammates. And I think Guy Cunnington has passed the nose cone bracket extension. Now he goes onto the weigh scales. Oh, that is a big scuff mark there, but the nose cone bracket has held firm. And he is going to go left. He's just been signaled. Yep, Guy Cunnington is your winner. There's Daryl Delayon behind him walking over with his T-shirt on. Is that going to be a, is he just going to say congratulations? DeLeon's already gone through. DeLeyon, he retired from the race, so he was out of the race after that one. Here comes Will Ellsworth in second. There's some shaking of the hands there. There's Ellsworth, Daryl Delayon shrugging his shoulders. Ah, well, that was a cracking race again. Well done, Guy Cunnington, getting a lot of congratulations from his fellow drivers there, which is good to see. That always tells you a lot, Anthony, is at the end of a race how many of their rivals come over to congratulate them. That tells you an awful lot. There's Lewis Gilbert, and well, the diamond of Dalray shone, but not quite bright enough. Now, let's have a little look. Gilbert second, Ellsworth third. Who are the karts they've brought over? It is the top three as they finished on circuit, have all passed the nose cone test, and they are all about to drive out onto the circuit. 2 years ago, Guy Cunnington at Sarno in the Rotax Grand Finals crossed the line millimetres in front of Mika Kaskinen from Finland. However, his transponder was equal on time down to the nearest thousandth to Mika Kaskinen, and the result went down to who had the fastest lap of the race. Kaskinen had the fastest lap of the race, and even though Cunnington, his nose cone crossed the line inches ahead of Kaskinen, the rules stated that it was a dead heat and that it was the fastest lap that won, and Cunnington for about half an hour, 20 minutes, thought he was Rotax world champion, and then it was taken away. And Kaskinen was given the one, as according to the rule book, it was the bitterest pill for Guy Cunnington to swallow. This will go some way towards making up for it, I am sure.
I'm sure you are correct. Let's wait now to drive out and I am sure Chris McCarthy is there, ready and waiting to talk to our...
Like a gelled, coiled spring.
He is indeed. Let's head down to him. Chris McCarthy, over to you.
Thank you, DJ. I'm going to leave you boys to recover from that one because that was some race, wasn't it? But the winner at the end of it is Guy Cunnington. We'll let him get his crash helmet off. Guy Cunnington, 2021 champion. How does that feel, mate?
Pretty good.
Well, you know, you're a former British champion. We all remember, of course, when you finished second out in the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. How does it feel now to be a champion here at Kartmasters?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's obviously an event that everyone likes to win, so to tick that one off the list is just fantastic.
It was an eventful race, wasn't it? How did you manage to hold your own throughout all of that?
It certainly was an eventful race. Everyone did a good job. Lewis did a fantastic job of defending for the last sort of 4 minutes. I got a sort of bit of cut back, and then there was a collision down the bottom end that I just cleared through and then just sort of drove away on the last lap. So, yeah, it was a really good race.
Tell me how it felt when you came out the last corner there and you could see the team celebrating and you knew you were champion.
Yeah, it was a really good feeling. They've done so much for me, so I can't thank them enough, really.
Who else would you like to thank for this?
My dad on the spanners, nothing fell off, so he done a good enough job. My brother, my mum, everyone for supporting me. Yeah, and obviously Strawberry Racing and Cream Engines.
Well done, Dad, but a bigger well done to you. Everyone give Guy Cunnington a round of applause. Kartmasters champion. Yes. There we go. And good respect shown there between Guy and Lewis. So close, Lewis Gilbert, but second place in Senior Rotax in that grid is not bad.
No, it's a proper tough race. It was just, getting was so long in the last lap, but you got a gap because there was a crash. But it just is what it is, but good race overall.
You know, you were leading several times throughout the race. There was, we couldn't count the amount of you fighting for the lead at points there. Really tough race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a tough race, just back and forth all the time, but yeah, good result in the end.
Well, we had so many drivers here. To be on the podium, you must feel happy with that.
Yeah, it's a big grid, big strong grid, so I'm pleased to be up the front. So.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mechanic, was my dad, Potenza Racing Engines, and Kyle, who was helping me the whole weekend. Thank you. Well
done, Lewis Gilbert, second place. Give him a round of applause. I'm not going to photo bomb Guy Cunnington. I'm going to go. Let's go around that, James. We don't want to intrude on that. Oh, Will Ellsworth, third place. There we go.
Yeah, obviously I've got to be happy with the result. It would have been nice to win it again, but yeah, I'm happy with the result. It was a really good race. Coming back from 7th as well. You know what I mean? I got to be proud. So I just got to thank KR Sport Engines. For the great waft. My dad and also my granddad, who recently passed away, so it was good to get a result for him as well.
Well said. William Ellsworth, everyone. Well done to him. Third place. Well done. Senior Rotax always delivers, doesn't it? And as they come to a close, next coming out, you can see just coming out onto the track. It's going to build up here at PF International. Next, we're going to go to Junior X30.
Lovely stuff. We are ready to get going then. Right, on to Senior Rotax. And again, very tough race weekend all the way throughout for Kartmasters. We'll start with third place. If we could get a huge round of applause, please, for the number 8 KR Sport driver, Will Ellsworth. Slow as you like, Will. Go, speed. Come on, go. Well done, well done. On to there we go. First photos. Cheesy grins. Perfect. On to our second place winner, the man that was found hard to beat all the way through the weekend in the heats, the pre-finals, but finishing in second place. Round of applause, please, for the O-Plate Potenza driver, Lewis Gilbert. Right, again, last photos taken there by Mr. Chris Walker. On to our race winner for Senior Rotax. The celebration's still happening over there. On to our race winner to Senior Rotax. A huge round of applause, please, for the number 52 Strawberry Racing, Guy Cunnington. And again, presenting the GP plate, Mr. Dan Parker, who, funnily enough, hasn't got any champagne on him yet. I think that needs to change. Lads, don't let me down. Right, let's have a quick chat then with Guy. All the last photos taken. Sorry, I'll get out of the way. You get photos first. There we go, we done. Excellent. Guy, again, what a weekend from yourself. GP plate, Kartmasters, a great feeling. Of course, you can run that all the way through the rest of the year now in any other races. But, yeah, what does this sort of win mean for you?
It's a fantastic achievement. It's another title ticked off the list, so yeah, there can't be anything bad from that.
Of course, PFI, fantastic circuit, and just from yourself experience here, it's been such a good weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic weekend. It's been run really well, so I've enjoyed it.
Excellent. Anyone you would like to thank?
Everyone at Strawberry Racing, Cream, my whole family for supporting me.
Excellent stuff. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please get those bottles ready. A huge round of applause for your... Oh, sorry, Chris, you want to take over? A huge round of applause for your Senior Rotax finalists. I'm just going to say, Dan Parker's not wet yet. Get him sorted. Champagne! Oh, Ellsworth's only just got his... Oh, God, there's a melee. There's a fight. Where's Henry where we need them? Is he not here? How have you ended up still dry after all of that? Clearly, someone's not done their job. There we go, there we go. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, no, look what you've done. Manhandle trophies. Yeah, we can't do that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, huge round of applause, please, for your Senior Rotax. How many broken trophies are we going to have by the end of this? Right, now we go on to our special awards for the Kartmasters weekend, and we start with the Bruno Ferrari Trophy. Now this goes out to an IAME cadet or X30 junior driver from the Ferrari family as the selector. Can we get a huge round of applause, please, for junior X30 number 11, Marcus Luzio, winning £100 donated by the Ferrari family. Yeah, grab your trophies, grab your trophies. Where's Mr. Chris Walker? That's a big old trophy, that is. Can you lift it? And presented, of course, yes, by Mr. Steve Miller. Forgot to mention that bit. I won't forget the next one. Promise. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Of course, well, an excellent result there for Marcus Luzio. Of course, a very tough race, gaining several positions in the final, of course, gaining up 16 places to get almost onto the podium after a very tough weekend. So a great result there for Marcus Luzio. On to now our second special award. We present the Tony Hanley Trophy, and this will be presented by Mr. Nigel Edwards, who joins us on the podium now. A Honda Cadet driver who has shown resilience, perseverance and determination over the Kartmasters race weekend, is selector of the Clark team. And a huge round of applause. And wins an RI CK6 helmet as well, custom one. It's a courtesy of Project One. Thank you, Mr. Nigel Edwards, thank you. Huge round of applause, please, for Honda driver number 23, Aris Majuskas. Exceptional resilience. I suspect. Lovely big trophy, that one. He's just coming up now. Excellent stuff. Round of applause, please, for Aris Majuskas. Right, on to our next trophy, the Nicholas Lewis Trophy. This will be presented by Danielle Short, who comes up now. Now, this trophy is towards a Junior Max driver posting the fastest lap of, or in, the Grand Prix this weekend. And that will go to the number 4 Junior Max driver, Sam Gornall. Fastest lap all weekend. There we go, in Junior Max. And, of course, winning a 2022 Trent Valley Kart Club membership. I need to get me one of those. Excellent stuff. Well done there to Sam Gornall. We head now to our next award, the Delta Raceware Award. Now, this award will be awarded by Theo Makuris here, who unfortunately didn't take part this weekend, which is unfortunate. Your first one you've not taken part in, is it, Theo? So this, of course, goes to the driver gaining the most places in their Grand Prix. And that award goes to a familiar face, Honda 23, Aris Majuskas. A look of surprise on your face there. Did you not know you'd gained the most places in your Grand Prix? Again, presenting the award, Theo Makuris. That's definitely one you don't want to drop. And a custom-designed race suit donated by Delta Raceware as well. So with a new helmet donated by Project One, you got a new race suit as well. You got a full kit. Now, we move on to our 5th special award. This one is the Spirit of Kartmasters Award. I like the sound of that one. It will be presented by Danielle Short, and it was the selector, Danielle Short, as well. The driver who has portrayed great spirit during the course of the Kartmasters weekend. Big round of applause, please, for Minimax driver 37, Reg Hayward. Reg also winning the KartSim software donated by KartSim as well, so you can practice those laps around the track as well while you're at it. Big smile, come on, you can hear everyone there. Excellent, round of applause please for Reg Hayward, Spirit of Kartmasters Award. Again, presented by Daniel Short. Now, on to our final special award. This one, well, this one's a biggie. It's the Driver of the Day Award, and it will be presented by Mr. Nigel Edwards with his daunting clipboard, who he hasn't got now, which is good because he's not as threatening without his clipboard. And, of course, getting the entry and practice to all 4 rounds of the Autumn Cup here at Trent Valley Kart Club. A huge round of applause, please, for junior max driver number 40, Jamie Perrelli. Has he bolted? Oh, dear me. We were on such a good record. We were doing well, weren't we, Nige? No, he's gone. Well, excellent stuff. Well, the award will go to himself, and yes, we there we go, Nigel. You get your photos there. Well, again, excellent stuff. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you have all enjoyed Kartmasters 2021, of course, sponsored by Redline. Nigel, you've got a word?
Big thank you, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the podium. We're nearly back to normal, not quite, but brilliant. Great to see you. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Great words there from Neil. And again, thank you very much, guys. Have a safe drive home. And now, photos, I think, are going to start, aren't they?